In this video, we're going to do an analysis on the body language of James Bond from Casino Royale. I'm just going to let the clip play for 20 seconds so you guys get a bit of context, then we'll get into the analysis.
Gentlemen, with this chip exchange, we enter the final phase of the game, which means no more buy-ins. The big blind is now $1 million.
4 players. Is your bet?
I just want to take a second to analyze James Bond's body language here. So, look at this. This is what we call a dominance challenge. Okay. Like I said, James and Le Chiffre are in direct competition with one another. Right? You do not want to do what I'm about to tell you in normal scenarios. But if you're in a conflict, if you're in a fight, if you're in an argument, this is a very fast way to intimidate the other man and disarm him almost. He will not want to deal with you if you do these cues that I'm about to show you. So let's start from the top down. First, strong eye contact, right? That's the first thing. That is a must. But the second crucial thing is you are unblinking. Right? Third, head held high, you're exposing the neck. Why is this important? The neck is one of the most vital organs. If you expose it, you signal fearlessness. Another thing I want to point out, look how much space he's taking up. He's doing this to make himself appear larger. Right? Because in our brains, we associate people who are larger with an increased capacity to inflict physical punishment. In basic terms, if you make yourself appear larger, people will be more scared of you because they think you are more dominant than them. Very simple.
Bond, check. Check.
And notice, let me rewind that.
Is your Bond, check. Check.
Notice, when he speaks, he still maintains that strong eye contact. He doesn't take it off. This is how you keep the pressure on someone. This is precisely what you want to do if you're in a conflict. You do not want to look away. You want to keep the pressure on.
24 million in the pot already.
I'm going to highlight something you shouldn't do here. So, I don't know this guy's name, but look how he moves. He leans into Vesper and
4 million in the pot already.
Right, he's fidgeting. His eyes are darting all over the place. Whereas Vesper is completely controlled, completely relaxed. Yes, she looks at him a little bit, which is fine. But his behavior is not good. When you lean into someone like this, it signals you're lower ranking than them.
Check. And check. All check. 4 players. Check.
And again, James is still unmoving. He still hasn't moved a fucking muscle. Stillness, fellas, is a trait that you want to embody. When you are still, you appear cool, calm, and confident to other people.
Check.
All in. 6 million.
Bet. 6 million. All in.
If you just watch this guy's eye contact here. Sorry, not his eye contact, it's his eyes.
5 million.
Look how many times he blinks. Blinking at this rate is a sign of what we call psychological arousal. Okay, it's going to signal you're nervous, stressed, fearful, or anxious, or irritated. It's not how you want to come across, so try to limit that if you can.
All in. Bet is 6 million.
Race.
Raise. 12 million. Heads up.
And again, you can see now James has gone from open body language leaning back to closed body language leaning forward. This signals to, or this is James, you know you've got 100% of his attention now. Right? He's focused, as you can see. He's got squinted eyes. Right? This is also a defensive cue. Right? This is what we call self-hugging. Right? This is a self-soothing behavior done to put you at ease when you're stressed. And again, now they're in a dominance challenging each other. if we look at Vesper here, this is a classic cluster of nervousness and anxiety, right? She's tilted her head down to protect her neck. Her hands are interlocked, right? And they're really high up her body, which signals she's frustrated, anxious, angry, whatever. She's closed her eyes, and we literally do this to just block out. We're denying reality. We don't want to see what's happening because we don't like it so much. Then if you look at the other guy, he's fidgeting on his face. This is another self-soothing behavior, right? It makes him look nervous because he is nervous. And again, this is brilliant from these two, right? Strong eye contact. They're still challenging each other's dominance. Obviously, James, if you look at his eyes, he breaks eye contact sort of downwards here. It wasn't that bad because he slowly started to remove it, and then the only difference I'd make, I'd break it to the side. Or I'd keep it on as I make my move in a situation like this where you're directly competing with another man.
$40,500,000 all in.
Raise all in.
And again, if we just observe Le Chiffre here,
Raise all in.
he took a massive deep breath. You can see, look, his mouth is open. He's taking a massive deep breath in. We open our mouth like this to simply intake more oxygen because we're stressed. He shifted in his body and he started fidgeting. Whereas before he had that cool, calm demeanor. And look at James again. Still strong eye contact. The pressure is back on.
Well, I think I will call you on that one.
And again, if you just look at James here, he does a harsh swallow as soon as Le Chiffre says that, right? You can tell he's nervous, he's anxious.
Call.
And again, them two are back at it, staring at each other. They're in direct competition.
$115 million in the pot.
Gentlemen, shut down, please.
Neither of what I find amusing
Calm,
here
please.
is that if you observe again their eye contact, neither of them want to break it first, right? Even though they're about to show their cards, neither of them want to look away and submit, because typically the person who breaks eye contact first is the less dominant one.
Flush. Ace, king, queen. Full house. Eight full of aces. A higher full house. Aces full of sixes.
Then you can see obviously the slight smirk here. Again, he's not beaming at the teeth, showing loads of teeth, really excited. High-ranking men tend to be extremely unemotional, but if they do show emotion, it will tend to be just a tiny emotion, a smirk, right? Something like that. They tend to show less. And again, as soon as he stops looking, back on James. So look, as soon as he picks his cards up, he does not stop looking at the sheaf. Still looking. Again, right? James leans back. He's still staring at him, but Le Chiffre now cannot bear to look at James in the eye. James has won the dominance challenge.
5 and 7 of spades. The straight flush.
We look back at Le Chiffre now. So as soon as he realises, watch his neck here. His head is going down. He's A, protecting his neck, and B, trying to make himself appear smaller. Why? Because he's just had a massive, massive blow to his status.
5 and 7 of spades. The straight flush. 4 to the 8. The high hand.
And then again, you saw the we just
Straight flush.
take it back.
4 to the 8. The high hand.
And again, look, another harsh swallow when he clenches his jaw again. There's massive amounts of tension building up in his body. James still's got his eyes directly on him, still looks completely unemotional.
Monsieur Pond wins. For you. Thank you very much.
I love this from James here. It's just a classic. It's really good. High-ranking men, fellas, they tend to be extremely generous. They also tend to be very warm. Right? But you say, well, Forrest, I'm such a nice guy. I'm warm, I'm generous. Why don't people respect me? Well, you've only got half of the equation. You have to be high in status. You have to be highly dominant. So you have to use the body language I've talked about in this video and my previous videos, and then combine that with generosity and warmth. And that is how you become incredibly charming. That is how you make people literally fall in love with you.
It's all yours.
Again, James doesn't look at him, limiting his attention just as high status men do. And if you look at Vesper, she looks what we call smitten here. Right? She's just so impressed to be his man, right? You can see she sort of looks sort of dopey, right? Her eyes are sort of rolled over. She's got a bit of a smirk on her face. Staring at James.
Congratulations.
Still looking at him again. She's leaning towards him, right? Whereas James is staying exactly where he is.
I think a celebration's in order.
You were almost dead an hour ago.
Come on. I'm famished.
So there's two things I love here. Rewind it.
Come on.
He takes a few seconds to respond, right? Unreactivity. And again, unreactivity, fellas, when you take your time to respond, again, it signals emotional mastery. It signals that you are the leader and that you set the pace of the interaction. Things happen in your schedule. Second thing.
I'm famished.
He issues a command, right? I'm famished. Come on, right? He's telling her what to do. Again, this is extremely masculine. It's extremely dominant. If you didn't know, the formula for attraction, fellas, between a woman and a man. I don't know about man and man, don't know about woman and woman, whatever, but between a man and a woman, especially a beautiful woman. Status plus polarity. That is what makes a man and a woman attracted, right? Status, through the body language I told you about, and then polarity. Polarity is simply you being dominant, which will make her naturally feminine. A fast way to become dominant, fellas, is by issuing commands. Right? Coming in, I'm famished, telling her what to do, right? Leading the interaction. Women love this. Fellas, if you want access to the advanced body language tactics I can't talk about publicly, if you want the literal A to Z list of exactly what to do, when to do it, how to do it, the exact body language cues I use in my own personal life to make women biologically fucking fall in love with me, click the link in the description and watch the video on the page. And in that video, that will explain my scientifically proven dating and attraction system that I personally built and tested from the ground up. So if you're interested in that, click the link, watch the video, and then schedule a time to speak with a member of my team who will walk you through the system, make sure it's a good fit for you. And then if they think it is a good fit for you, they'll tell you how you can get in if you want to. And if they don't, no sweat. Fellas, I will see you in the next video.